Welcome everybody back to the Speaking Nerd podcast. We got a special video for you. We got a little bonus video from our PlayStation Showcase video.
Mm.
Um, there were just some other news of the week stuff that came out that I want to run it by Swifty, see if we can make an episode out of this.
Yeah.
so, um, but the first thing that we're gonna talk about, which is not a very long list, but I'm sure some other stuff will crop in. Um, yeah. Anyway, The Flash got a final trailer. I
Yes,
think
it did.
yesterday or the day
Yesterday is two
before.
days. It might have been 2 days
Just
ago.
2 days. Yeah, because I put out that reaction
Yeah.
yesterday. By the way, go watch that if you haven't already. Please subscribe
Go
to my
check it
channel.
out. Go check it out. Go check it out or leave.
um, but yeah, what did you think of the trailer, just in general?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've had a bad Flash trailer at all.
No.
Um, they've all been good. It was definitely my least favorite out of the three,
Mm-hmm.
but I enjoyed it. I think the first one, I think it goes in the order they came out, personally. Um,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. But I still really liked it. Like, it was still cool. I really don't think there's much about this movie that you can go over in a trailer, except that Batman's in it and Flash is in it and Supergirl's in it. That's really all you can talk about because of the sensitive source material that they're going over.
That's true.
So, and I just thought about that now. I'm so smart. Um, but yeah, like, it looked good, and I cannot wait for 2 weeks from now. Well, I'm seeing it 5 days early at a fan screening, and I'm really excited about that. And I get a free comic book out of it.
Lucky
So I'm
bastard.
going to see it Monday when everybody else is seeing it Thursday and Friday.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, they had this IMAX thing, and I got back seats all the way in the back, in the middle, and I'm like, I'm watching this thing. And dude, I kid you not. I go on there. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't buy these tickets. Maybe I should. I go to the doctor, and then I come back. Every seat is sold out except the one in the back that I was going to get anyway. So I'm like, I'm getting it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
Yeah.
So June 12th. So I get to see Spider-Verse, and then not the week after that, but that Monday after that, I get to see The Flash. So I am living large.
Oh yeah, they do come out a week apart, I think.
Yeah.
Man, crazy. I'm gonna be spending a
Yeah.
lot of money in fucking June.
I know. But yeah, so good trailer. It's definitely they're really trying to keep the hype level up. Um, and for the most part, I think they've succeeded. Um, they're marketing it right. They're marketing it as like Michael Keaton heavy. So hey, it's gonna rake in the money.
I know I
Honestly,
saw some people on Twitter being like, it's like, oh, it's a Flash movie. I want to see more Flash in the Flash. Like, fuck you. I don't want to
we're
see
gonna
more.
see a lot of Flash. We're gonna see Flash in the movie enough.
I don't want to
I,
see a fucking criminal. I want to see
I
people I
want
actually
to see
care about.
Michael. And Ben. So, and that's definitely catering to the more like the Snyder side of things. Um, so, I'm sure people are gonna watch it for that as well.
Yeah.
Um, but regardless, I'm excited for everything. Um, I hope and I think this movie's going to be really good. But I'm keeping my expectations low. It's really hard to though because I'm so excited to see it. I really am.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah, no,
yeah.
we've said it plenty of times already, but uh, we all can't wait to see it. I am ecstatic to see Michael Keaton back in the costume. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what they do with Sasha Cale as Supergirl, and
Yeah, I've heard that she's really good in it.
yeah, relating it back all the way to Man of Steel with Michael Shannon and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting film. Um,
Yeah.
Definitely. Will it be the best movie ever? Probably not, but it'll probably still be
Probably
fun.
not. Yeah. I
Batman
really
3,
hope
let's go.
interesting turns. Yeah. That's basically what this is. I hope it takes some interesting turns. Like that's what'll make this movie interesting because Flashpoint's been told a bunch of times already.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can do Flashpoint but make it a little bit more unique to this movie, then I will be happy.
I just wonder how it's gonna end. Like that's my question right now because like with all the things that James Gunn is planning on doing for his new DC universe, just like how do we cap this off?
Well, I okay, so I heard that because I was listening to a review from someone that watched the movie,
Mm-hmm.
spoiler free, obviously,
Yeah.
but um, he said that the ending of the movie is really good because it leaves the door open for their like depending on what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can read the ending as a definite ending to the current DCU, or you can watch it as like it could continue in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Like they leave it in two directions, which I don't really understand how you can do that, but I
Right.
guess we'll see.
Right.
I guess we'll see in a couple of weeks. Um, I just want it to feel cohesive with whatever we're getting next. That's what I want. Um, if it's like, it'd be kind of cool if the whole universe like blew up or something, and it's just like that's it, no post credit scene, just
Oh yeah.
everybody's dead, and then the first like Superman Legacy, they're like, so Superman, did you ever stop that imploding universe a couple of years back? No, I never did, man. Never stopped it.
Yeah.
It was
No.
Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller blew up the universe.
Who?
Oh, he was
Oh.
just some criminal.
Yeah.
He was a common crook.
Yeah. I hope it's more just like it's satisfying for all the fans of the DCEU Snyder stuff. So leave
Right.
that in a comfortable place, and then whatever comes next will just be uh just James Gunn's thing, like a
Right.
fresh
It'll
start.
be like, yeah, I hope it's a good segue into what we're getting next. Because inevitably, we know that is what we're getting next. There's no around that. So
Yeah.
might as well send it off best you
Right.
can. Although the good thing about this is it doesn't feel like, to me anyway, despite it being, um, you know, villain is Zod, Ben Affleck is Batman in it, it still doesn't feel like a Snyderverse movie,
No.
um, which I'm happy about because it gives room for like, okay, this could very much It's almost like a soft reboot movie. It's like, okay, this other stuff happened outside of this movie, but this movie is its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's credit to Andy Muschietti, or however you say his last name, um, for pointing in that direction. So, fingers crossed. Hope I enjoy it. I will Monday night when I get back be spamming the group chat. I'll be like,
he's
wait.
he's probably just gonna spoil the entire movie. Let's be real here.
I'm
We
like,
know.
when are you guys seeing it? The 16th? Okay, I'll spoil it now. So that you go in prepared.
Yeah. It's like should I spend my money on this? And you'll be like, well, let me tell you.
It's worse than Black Adam.
Oh man, that's like my guttural fear. It's just like,
Being that underwhelming.
yeah, it's just like, how can we get worse than fucking Black Adam?
I was talking to someone about that the other day. It's like, I think back to Black Adam. It's like at the time I had fun, like it was fine,
Yeah.
but it was so generic, and The Rock put it up to be like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Um, the hierarchy. I think the Flash is the one actually turning the hierarchy of the DC universe because we're getting a whole new universe.
That's true. Yeah.
The Flash literally destroyed the multiverse, bro.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like when I went and saw it for like the only time I went to the theater to watch it, it was like, okay, I had fun. Uh, at like my 10 o'clock show, and then days later, and I'm just like, why did I like it?
Yeah, I kind of feel that way now. Like, and like I think back to Shazam too. Like I had a fun time with that movie
Yeah.
because everyone's likable. It's a really generic plot, but it's a nice movie. I like watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Adam was not that. Like Rock wasn't even really good as Black Adam.
No.
Like, yeah, he just, man, The Rock's ego just kills me. I literally don't want to watch The Rock again.
No.
So yeah, that is my final verdict. I think the Flash will definitely be better than Black Adam. I think it'll probably be better than most of the DCU stuff we've gotten, but time will tell. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Hopefully, I walk out of that being like, oh yeah, that was like the greatest Michael Keaton like Batman movie since Returns. But
Yeah, I
um,
mean, I hope as well. Like, I hope personally, I hope I walk out of that being like it was better than I thought it was going to be. Um, I want to go see it again. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. And at minimum, I'm hoping for like good way to end off the series. I enjoyed it.
yeah, I want to walk out being like, can we get Batman 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
that would be insane if this movie goes over well. I cannot imagine if we'll see Michael Keaton again, but I would love to. I mean, now that the multiverse stuff is opened up, um, just saying, you can bring him back whenever.
into the Batverse. Is that what we're
Hashtag,
pushing for?
no,
No.
but I maybe a Batman Beyond movie. Just saying, eventually, who knows?
Yeah, yeah, I would love to see a Batman Beyond
An
movie.
Elseworld Batman Beyond movie, like I would love to see that. That'd be awesome.
That would be great. Um, yeah, no. This came out too. There was a clip from the movie. I don't know if you saw this on YouTube or whatnot, but it's like when Michael Keaton first shows up in costume.
Is the one like Who Are You? Oh wait, he's Batman. Is that the one?
It's
Or no, it's a different one.
they're looking around the Batcave, uh, both Barrys. One of
Mm-hmm.
them like takes the cloth off the Bat computer. The other one takes the cloth off like the Batmobile, and
Mm-hmm.
then I guess this is right before they go to save Supergirl,
Mm-hmm.
which they think is Superman, but Michael Keaton's like,
Right.
like I'm gonna help you this one time. After this, we're done. Like I'm not doing anymore.
Yeah.
So and then it cuts
And
to that shot from the trailer where it's just like, you are, yeah, yeah, I'm
it's
Batman.
interesting to me too that Supergirl is in Michael Keaton's universe. Like it's a really cool way to connect everything.
Yeah, that's the
Like
part I'm wondering is like, because he obviously like he fucked the timeline up, and that somehow like it obviously had ripple effects on the multiverse and stuff. So now Michael
right.
Keaton's Batman like is here, and uh, like we're getting a version of Supergirl, which we had no idea of previously. So
Right.
it's just like, how does that all work exactly?
And
That's what I'm wondering.
you you know what I realize now is that from this last trailer, the second Barry is a part of Michael Keaton's universe too.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off of some stuff he said. Um, so it's weird. Like I would it's a cool way to kind of connect everything and be like, yeah, everything's connected, like anything's possible. Like you never thought that Michael Keaton's universe could have a Superman? Well, he could, and he has a Supergirl and a Flash.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me. Because you and I mean, growing up, to ever think Michael Keaton would play Batman again is one thing, but to think Michael Keaton would play Batman again with other superheroes with superpowers,
Mm-hmm.
it just wouldn't have worked in the Burton verse. But now it can work thanks to being another director and another universe.
I mean, we
Kind of
always figured that if he was going to have other superpowered people, it would be like Christopher
Chris
Reeve's
Reeves
Superman
Superman.
or
Yeah,
Linda Carter's Wonder Woman,
right.
90s Flash, like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
and that would have been awesome.
that would have been great.
I
Yeah.
mean, Chris Reeves Superman and his Batman is like that's a dream for every comic book fan. If you're a fan of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
But
I'm wondering
yeah,
how this all works. If it is another universe, if it's just like the main universe, but like everything's all fucked up. Like
yeah.
that's what I want to know, and I
Well, I
want to
think
see.
the cool thing about the Flash right now, and this is the last thing I'll say about it, is
Mm.
I think it speaks to the fact that I think this movie will be fairly, at least fairly good, and will be interesting because we have all these questions. Like if
Hmm.
we didn't have these crazy questions, I don't think there would be anything to write home about. But the fact it's screwing with our perception of what the hell's going on in these universes, they're gonna have to really explain it in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm excited.
In any other case, it would just be like, oh, we're not gonna go see that because we don't like Ezra
Right.
Miller, whatever. But um, yeah, but I'm interested to see what
Yeah.
they do with this whole warped vision of reality. Of course, Michael
Yeah.
Keaton, as we kept saying for months and months and months, is like is the star of the movie in my eyes. So,
Yeah.
uh,
And do you remember when that was announced? Like
oh man, I
it
went
was
nuts when that was
Oh,
announced.
right. I know. It was DC fandom. And then afterwards, Michael Keaton came out and he was like, "Well, I don't know if I want to do it because of the direction WB's going and all this stuff." And then he finally agreed to do it. And I was like, "Thank God!" Like, I'm so happy. Um,
Yeah.
and
I
I've
don't
been
I
vocal
don't
about
think
it.
it would
Like,
have worked as well if it was like Christian Bale coming back or
oh
uh,
God, no! Please
so
don't even bring that. No, ew, no, no, no. But I've been pretty vocal about the fact, like Ezra Miller. I mean, I don't think Ezra should ever be able to play the Flash again,
no.
um, because of the things that were committed. But I'm gonna put that aside for this movie. Um, and obviously, I hope Ezra gets the help they need and all that
Mm,
stuff. Like, no, nothing against like that kind of mental illness is a serious thing, but it's inexcusable for the crimes that were committed.
yeah.
But um, like Michael Keaton is the star of this movie for Marvel. For me, Michael Keaton is just icing on the cake. I'm just excited to see Flash in a movie, in his own movie, finally, and for it to be you know as big of a scale as people are saying it is. I'm really excited to see what they do.
Yeah.
But Michael Keaton's just like, I get my childhood Batman back. Like, I'm sure I'm going to shed a tear in the theater when he shows up. I don't doubt it.
Yeah. Tears all over. Um,
Monday night, I'll be a wreck. I'm like, no, don't go, Michael.
so before we move on to some other things, I wanted to talk about
Mm-hmm.
another Flash, Grant Gustin's Flash, because his show is
Oh,
officially over. It's
yeah.
done. They're not making any more
Who would have thought it
seasons.
would ever happen?
I know. I was
It's li-
worried the
it's like
show was
that
going to
real
go
life.
on for like another 15 years or something.
I know.
But I'm glad that
Yeah.
they finally decided like, hey, then enough is enough.
Well, we were talking a little bit about it before we started recording, but what were your overall thoughts and kind of what's your takeaway from 9 seasons as a whole, not just the final season?
It's weird because like it started off so strong and then I think what really killed it afterwards was not only just the fact that things got cheaper, but also more exciting superhero shows were coming out. Like
Yeah.
Daredevil was a thing that was like happening, and Daredevil was amazing, and the CW could never really compete with that. So I
True.
think there was a point where just not only the Flash, but most of like all the shows were just went through like budget cuts. They didn't have many good writers on staff, and it just kind of turned into what it was. And once Arrow died, then it
Yeah.
afterwards it was just on life support. So I'm glad that now it's finally you know cut off and it can just
Hmm.
lay to rest.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I know you didn't watch the finale. I watched most of it. Like I watched clips people put up on YouTube because I'm too lazy to go and watch the full episode. But
Yeah.
um, it was disappointing for a finale, I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame because, like, um, I never watched the whole show.
Yeah,
I remember when it first came out, I was so excited, and I watched the first season. Um, I watched most of the second season, and then after that, I kind of fell off just because I don't know. A lot of stuff was going on at that point in my personal life, and it was just hard to actually sit down and watch a show when it was happening
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. Um, and as time went on, I was like, I didn't forget it existed, but I didn't see it as important to watch it.
Yeah.
Um, and over the years, I've kind of watched bits and pieces of individual seasons, and I'm not a fan of it. It has its moments, sure, and I think any show does, but
Mm.
it just overall it was just not what I would want to sit through for
No.
9 seasons.
No.
Because there's some shows I have been able to do it with, but like this one, I don't know that I would be able to. So, but maybe we'll see. Now that it's over, I can go back and kind of sift through it. Um, and it's summertime now, so need something else to do. So maybe I'll look through some of it. But other than that, yeah, I didn't keep up with it. And Marvel sent me a clip of the intro scene, and that was cool. But other than that, like, I don't see a reason to watch the episode as a whole.
Yeah, I probably told you that, like, I just it's not worth sitting through. So
Right.
um, there were, like, it was fun seeing the classic rogues like Zoom and Savitar, like just seeing them again. But
Mm-hmm.
and then as you get further in, it's just like, why did why did fucking Savitar get beat by Nora
Right.
in the most dumbest way possible? And even the ending too, which is just like, because Eddie's back and he's Cobalt Blue now, and
Mm-hmm.
Barry beats him by just being like, "Hey, let's be friends
Right.
and save everybody," and he's just like, "All right." So, um,
Yeah.
to be honest, like the episode that came out two episodes prior, with like, it shows it's a full circle moment where the end of the episode is recreating the night that Nora died. Like, that was a better finale than this one was. So
Yeah. That's a shame.
yeah, it sucks that this just had to end on a fucking downer. So
Mm. Yeah. Big shame.
yeah.
Yeah. Big change.
Part of me is just like, I don't even know if I'm not gonna go through the whole show again at any point. Like, if anything, it'll
Yeah.
probably be like season one, season two, and then after that, I'm just like, no.
Right.
Because after season three is when I fell off, and every time I've like gone back to it, it's just like, why is it like this? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. Speaking of trailers, I know that you probably want to talk about this one the most because your most hype movie of this year, fucking Barbie, got a new trailer.
Yep. And I just watched it before we started recording.
Yeah.
Banger. Um, Greatest movie of 2023. I have no doubt. Um, Ryan Gosling is going to be Daddy once more, and he is going to be Ken, Daddy Ken.
Daddy can.
So, and Margot Robbie, obviously, Margot Robbie, wife, one of the wives. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a part of Islam, folks, but I do have multiple wives. So yes, Margot is one of them, and it's going to be interesting seeing Margot Robbie in a Barbie setting for a whole 2.5 hours, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hoping it's not 2.5 hours. Um, no, but yeah, dressing up as Zoolander and Hansel, the stroll in there with the "When you see us in the club, and we acting real nice,"
Yeah.
or it'll be the "Oh, who is she?"
Yeah.
Whatever one.
Whichever one. Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I gotta find that clip. But yeah, I am gonna go see it definitely, um, just for the meme, and because I am Zoolander, I am him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not because it's like, it could be a good movie. It's more, it's just like, oh, it's a meme, whatever.
Yeah. The fact that Hansel wears frickin' Paul the Apostle 3000 sandals when he's riding a scooter I'm gonna have to convince my brother to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Your
So yeah,
brother's
Barbie.
just like, you want me to do what?
Paul, yes, Elijah, Paul the Apostle 3000.
It
Yes,
is
those are the
do
ones.
it.
And then I'll leave the movie like that clip of Jake Gyllenhaal on the James Corden show, like just walking into the mist. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I've seen it. Oh man.
Be like, yeah, that happened. We
Yeah.
just watched Peak.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a ton of like videos from him in like the next couple months of just Barbie. I imagine. Gonna go see a movie with my wife. He's just
Mm-hmm.
just gonna go see that. Like it's just like we're gonna go see Daddy and wife in this movie.
Daddy and wife.
So yeah, I'm not seeing it. So I'll just leave it. I'll
The
just leave my
hate.
thoughts there. It's just I don't need to. I got other like shit that I want to see.
Yeah.
Um,
Blue Beetle's coming out in
well,
July too,
that's
so
right.
I'm excited about
Is
that.
it July or August?
Or maybe it's no, it's August,
Okay.
I think.
I know there's another movie coming out around the same time that Barbie is. I forget which one. Is it? No, it's not Indiana Jones. That's the end of June.
Yeah, that's the end of June.
Oh, by the way, did you see that they had a screening for Indiana
I
Jones and
did,
it went,
I did.
it did go
Standing
very good.
ovation, and Harrison Ford was crying.
Yeah,
I I was like, man, I can't wait for this movie.
yeah, yeah.
That is one
I
I
saw
am
the video of
definitely
him
seeing.
in tears, and I'm just like, oh, that's sweet. And then I saw the reviews that came out afterwards, and they were just like, fucking dogging on the movie, and I'm like, really,
Yeah.
really?
Wait, they said it was bad?
Yeah, they didn't like it. I don't know why, but
Wow.
I saw IGN gave it like a 4, and I'm like,
51% on Rotten Tomatoes?
that's nuts. Whatever.
How did it?
Fuck the
What?
naysayers. I'm still gonna go
Yeah,
watch it
screw them.
anyway. I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
going to see Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones.
Yes, it's like, I don't give a fuck. So
Mm-hmm.
watch watch like the day of release, and everybody just fucking loves it. We're
Oh
gonna get
yeah,
a
I bet it will be
we're
that way.
just gonna get another one of those like things. It's just like, oh yeah, the critics critics talking shit, but everybody else just dug it.
But critics always suck.
Yeah, they do suck.
If you we say this, religiously on this podcast. If you seriously take a critic's opinion over your own opinion and you don't go see a movie, like what are you doing? How can you consider your opinion credible at all? So just go see the movie for yourself. If you hate it, then more power to you. But
Mm.
don't think that 51% on Rotten Tomatoes is going to change my mind from going to see Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones
Yeah, no,
again. So screw those 41 reviewers.
I know. It's just
Then
like
again, it's only 41 people, but I
that's
don't
fair.
care.
Yeah, yeah, cause like you get like the thing about Rotten Tomatoes is that it's not just like it's a accumulation of everybody's like thoughts and stuff. So like if one person gives it like a good review, then it's gonna be at 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So it only depends on how many like bad reviews come out from people seeing it. But yeah, I hate those
Yeah.
people too, where it's just like I was like, did you see the movie? No. Why? Because Rotten Tomatoes told me not to. It's like it's not even your opinion then.
Yeah.
It's just whatever that dickhead said on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I always encourage everybody to just like go see it for yourself. Don't listen to what everybody else is saying, and then
Right.
if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Yeah. So I will see it.
reactions, yeah, I will see it too. Speaking of reactions, Spider Verse got a tremendous reaction online. I think it was the reviews came out today or yesterday, but it's gonna be peak, and we all knew it was gonna be peak. But It's more of a
Wait, what
confirmation.
is?
Spider Verse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first off, the first movie is peak. So the second one has way more stakes. Like I would assume and hope it's peak, and the trailers have not disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So I am expecting nothing short of great,
You're right.
and I doubt we won't get anything great. Um, like I'm really rooting for this movie. Um, super excited to
Mm-hmm.
see it next Friday, baby. It's coming
Next
up,
Friday.
really
Yep.
close.
It's almost
Um,
here. It's finally here.
it's weird, like June. June's already here. Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's
So
nuts.
weird.
And there's so much to look forward to.
There is. June has a lot to offer this year,
We
actually.
got we got Spider Verse, then The Flash, then
Yep.
Transformers.
Yeah. Well, actually, Transformers before the Flash too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on my brother's birthday
Oh
or
yeah,
my
that's right.
brother and sister's birthday. So
That's right. Yeah.
um, that's coming. What else is coming? Indiana Jones,
Indiana Jones.
obviously.
Yeah.
Um, friggin' June is packed, man.
We're gonna make
Crazy.
so much content.
We are, and those movies are gonna make so much friggin' money.
Yeah.
Dude, we're gonna see like box office numbers for this summer. They're like, oh my god, the world is imploding. So much money.
Mm-hmm.
Flash just makes like $2 billion. It makes $1 trillion. Becomes Morbius too. Freaking Morbius the goat.
It's Flash in time. No, wait, don't say that.
James Gunn.
um.
Reports are showing that James Gunn has no other choice but to reboot the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
No, no.
um. It's all right. Let's see. Oh, we didn't talk about this last week. We were gonna do an episode talking about this last week, but new Mortal Kombat game coming out
Yeah,
in September, September 19th. Um,
yeah.
and well, what's your thoughts on this? Because I'm curious.
Well, look, I was never huge into the Mortal Kombat games, but I enjoy them, like for the
Mm,
most part.
yeah.
Um, and it's a cool direction. I'm curious what they do with the game. I will probably play it. I haven't actually bought a Mortal Kombat game in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll probably buy this one just to kind of see what they're switching up, see what's going on. Um, I'm interested, and I'm kind of excited too. Um, yeah, that's my thoughts. What about you? I know that you were more. You really wanted it to be at the PlayStation Showcase. I know.
I love Mortal Kombat. Like I hate Mortal Kombat, but I love Mortal Kombat too. Um,
That definitely makes sense.
it's yeah. Um, yeah, I wanted it to be at the PlayStation Showcase because I thought like having gameplay sooner rather than later would be just get everybody on that hype train, but it didn't show up there. We do know that there is gameplay coming out
Mm-hmm.
in June for Summer Games Fest, which is also another thing
Uh-huh.
we're going to be talking about. Um, but yeah, that reveal trailer, it was pretty cool, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was seeing the new timeline that was created by Liu Kang, and um, we get to see some familiar faces: Raiden, Kung Lao, Scorpion, Sub Zero, obviously Katana, Melina, and then we get fucking Shang Tsung showing up, bodying everybody, like literally
Yeah.
killing everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm intrigued to see what they do for this whole new timeline thing. How much has
Me
actually
too.
changed? Who's still left over? Like especially from like uh, MK X and 11.
Mm-hmm.
So and some gameplay that I'm interested in seeing. They talked about uh, they had it's like a basically an assist fighter you can pick from. What it sounds
Mm-hmm.
like. So think of it as like Marvel vs. Capcom, like having an assist character come in for like an attack or something, is what I imagine they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do. Um, Also, the combat pack got leaked, and I'm excited
Oh yes, I heard about this.
because we got Ermac and some other characters I forget at the moment, but the main three, the guest characters, is Peacemaker, Homelander, and motherfucking Omni Man.
Yep. First off, having John Cena be in a Mortal Kombat game is going to be hilarious.
If they even bring John's, well, it seems likely that they'd
They
get.
probably will because they brought. I think they brought Sly Stallone. Um, he voiced himself right
Yeah,
when they did Rambo.
yeah, he voiced himself for
So
Rambo.
I bet they'll probably get J.K. Simmons and at least to do a few lines.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, I hope so. I don't want to hear anyone else do freaking Omni Man.
yeah, no.
Um, and I don't want to hear anyone except Anthony Starr do Homelander. Just wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited. I hope they get the voice actor or the actual actors.
I'm surprised though that it's Peacemaker like and two like Superman copycats. Like I thought if you're gonna do anybody on the DC end, why not just do like Injustice Superman? But
Right.
I don't
I'm
know.
actually intrigued they have never done like an Injustice character in a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, because it's always been the other way around. Like
Right.
for Injustice One, it was Scorpion, and then Injustice Two, we had Sub Zero and Raiden show up.
Yeah.
Uh, so why not just have like Injustice Superman fucking come in and body both of Homelander and Omni Man?
Hmm.
I wonder what's going to be like distinct between Omni Man and Homelander because they're basically just Superman. So
Right.
uh, I wonder how actually different it's going to be. I could
Yeah.
see like I could see for Homelander being more of like a close range kind of guy, like
Hmm.
especially with like grab moves and stuff. Homelander, he doesn't really fight like hand to hand too much, so maybe he's more of a long distance character.
Hmm. I guess we'll see in September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I'm gonna pre-order that shit right away because like play
maybe
that
I will
fucking
too.
fucking day one. Um,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
you know what? It's cool because you know what? We could probably play together. Um,
yeah, yeah, we
I
could do
forgot
that.
about that.
Speaking nerd plays, man, so
Hmm.
many episodes.
I would totally do Mortal Kombat. I would suck. I'd be horrible.
Yeah,
You'd
no,
be like destroying me the whole thing. It would basically be Marvel DC fan kills Swifty Gaming, just murders him. It's
he's more
over.
yeah. Just pick Scorpion, put a fucking spear through your face, and
But how do
um,
you do this? How do you hit?
just hit the button. I don't know what buttons do. It's just like, oh god.
No man, no,
But
you're just
I'm
no man.
excited for Mortal Kombat Late. Like we got this game coming out. We got a new movie happening,
Hmm.
which hopefully isn't garbage like the last one. But anyway, uh, just, there's definitely stuff to look forward to. Um,
Agreed.
so I had one more thing on my list, but I doubt we're gonna spend too much time talking about it. So they announced they announced the cast for the next Tomorrowverse animated movie, which
Mm-hmm.
is Justice League War World,
Yeah.
and I just gotta find the only ones that have been like shown off is the main trio. So um, we got Superman, Batman, and this universe's Wonder Woman. Because if you remember in Justice Society, that was I believe an alternate universe, Earth 2, I guess you can call it. So,
Hmm.
and it's all the same casts from those three movies. So, Darren Criss as Superman, Jensen Ackles as Batman, which is fucking banger.
Hmm.
And then
It is.
hard to pronounce this name. And you know what? I'm not even gonna. The same girl who played Wonder Woman in World War II. So she's coming back to do this main Earth's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but it's like I don't really care too much about the Tomorrowverse anymore.
Me neither. I really love Superman, the first Superman movie that they
Yeah.
did. Um, that was really all I cared about, to be
Hmm.
honest with you.
Yeah, I think like because you got that, and then people really did like the Long Halloween.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
So,
I
but
enjoy
then
those.
like the after that, it's just like Legion of Superheroes. Nobody gave a shit about, and now they're doing this War World thing, which people probably won't also give a shit about. So, I'm just wondering
Yeah.
how much longer we're staying within this universe before it's just like,
Well,
yeah,
honestly, we don't need shared universes.
no,
Like, why couldn't they just give us a few really good superhero movies with like separate universes? Like, give us Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Then give us like, I don't know, Superman smashes the Klan movie or something, like
yeah,
something
yeah,
fun, and like or like something that people wouldn't normally associate with Superman. Because I doubt anyone who's not a comic fan has heard of Superman smashes the Klan.
right,
Um, or like give us like a sequel to Long Halloween and give us Dark Victory. Like I would love that. I would
mm-hmm,
love to see Dark Victory in that universe. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things they could have done, but they chose to do the share universe thing, which is kind of we kind of suspected, but what can you do? I just wish that there was more singular universes with like sequels, and that's it.
yeah,
Give it two or three sequels, and then end it.
yeah. Let's just go back to like the early days of like DC animated movies where like they'll make Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. That movie does really well, so they make like Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, which is
That
essentially a
movie,
sequel.
I rewatched it last week.
Yeah,
Oh, it's sex. It's literal DC sex. That line, bro. You killed my best friend. Oh my god.
yeah.
Give me a break.
I love Public Enemies. It's fantastic.
Apocalypse is great too. They're
Apocalypse
both
is
great.
really good too. Yeah,
But Public Enemies is up there with my favorite animated DC
it's
movie.
sex. It really
It
is sex.
literally. I think the only time DC has ever done a good shared universe, like it's actually worked, is the BTAS universe. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only time it ever worked, apart from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand what's so hard about it. They could literally. I hope James Gunn looks at that universe as well for ideas because they did almost everything was done perfect.
Yeah.
Especially the way things were set up. BTAS, Superman, go right into Justice League. Like you get everything right there. You get your two main guys, and then give us Justice League, and then there's a bunch of cool stuff in between that.
Mm-hmm.
So give us what we want, people.
And Zeta Project.
Give us Zeta Project remaster, the Zeta Project remake. It's a companion piece with Snake Eyes. They're like they don't relate at all, but we're giving you Zeta Project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I just want more like solo stuff, like more like adaptations of books. They had the good thing going this year with that fucking uh, that
What did they do
Batman
this year?
movie, the Batman, the Doom that came to Gotham. I'm like, that
I
looks
never
cool.
saw that.
I never saw it either. I did like
Oh,
that
I'm gonna
trailer though.
watch it.
Um,
Did it come out already?
I think so. I think the movie came out
It's probably on HBO Max then.
maybe,
I'm
but
gonna have to watch it.
yeah, like I'm not big on like the Tomorrowverse, and
No,
I'm just sick of like shared universes with fucking that just fall flat on its face.
me too. I mean, have people not realized that all the great superhero movies have been solo projects for the most part? Um, Superman 78, Batman 89, like Smallville, Arrow, everything that's. I mean, granted, Arrow is a shared universe, but Arrow by itself was great
Mm,
before anything else was coming out with it. So just watch and learn, people.
yeah,
Watch and learn.
watch and learn. Don't fuck up.
So no, well, oh yeah, they will. They'll listen to this. Developers will listen to it and will be like, "We'll do everything opposite from what they just said they want." But hey, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
We got the comics. That's the best we can do. If everything goes to hell, we have the comic books.
Me, I'd just be like, oh, the comics are shit. The animated movies are shit. Let's just Matt Reeves. Like, just give me more Matt
Yep,
Reeves stuff.
there we go. Matt Reeves.
So yeah, this movie's coming
I'm
out in the summer, and I also saw that it's rated R,
what the
which
Batman one?
no, the War World. Um,
Oh, World.
yeah, it's coming out in the summer, and it's also rated R, which
Interesting.
um, I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here. I am sick of DC animated movies being R rated,
Yeah,
especially after the shit like after like Dark Side War or Apocalypse War, whatever the fuck,
yeah.
and like people fucking ripping each other to like it's just like I don't want to see that. Give me
Right,
like DC heroes like being fucking DC heroes.
right. They just can't do that though. They can't do it.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to see fucking Superman punch a hole through Mongol.
Man.
Like, so
Yeah, it's a shame.
yeah. So instead of watching this new movie, I'm actually gonna go back and watch Man of Tomorrow and
Yes.
Long Halloween because I've never actually seen either of those.
Oh, really?
No.
Man of Tomorrow is really, really good,
Yeah.
and Long Halloween's good too. I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you do, let me know what you think because
For sure.
I hold the Superman one in good standard.
Yeah. I will do just that. But yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much be it for this episode of the
Yeah,
Spoiler Podcast.
or rather, Marvel and Swifty talk.
Yeah.
That's
The new head
nobody else
honchos.
joined us. Yeah, or the OGs.
Oh,
The
geez, that's
OG
right.
head honcho.
Yeah. Taking it all the way back
But
to 2020.
DC fandom, baby.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug before we leave?
Um, just go check out my YouTube channel. Check me out on Instagram so you can keep up to date with everything I do. And follow the Speaking Nerd podcast on Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. You can subscribe to us. You can always ask us content you want to see, thoughts on stuff we talk about,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah,
Do it.
go do that.
Do it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. What about you? What do you have to plug?
Well, I'm making content pretty much every week on the review channel. We've got YouTube shorts and also just like random videos here and there. I just posted a reaction to all the Flash trailers, including this final one, which yeah, I went through all the trailers, including the DC fandom like small snippet we got.
Yeah.
So that was fun, and then I have a video for next week, which is Mario related. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I see you. I see you.
And the LP channel, we got right now we've got two playthroughs going on simultaneously. We got The Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction and Green Lantern: Rise of the Manhunters. And I just started work on my next LP, which is well, Swifty knows exactly what it is, but I'm not going to tell you what
Yes,
it is.
sir.
Keeping the surprise up, but it is related to stuff that we've talked about recently. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll see you guys for next week on the podcast, whatever we decide to talk about. Probably won't be Spider-Verse because
No.
the preview is that night. So
Yes, that's true.
but yeah, I'll come up with something for us to talk
He
about.
always does.
Yeah. But until then, have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.
I got
See ya.
you.